Good apricot. Have I said that one before? I don't know. And it is actually just afternoon. It is 12:07. Perfect time to have breakfast. And yes, I have here it is, double nectarine, because they were about to go yucky, and I will not have that. So instead of going yucky, they will go in my gullet. Does that sound like a pelican? Anyway, I don't know. Hello. Happy Friday. Bag roll call, as it were. We have got shopping bag plus another one stuffed in there for the market today, because the market is back. And just regular carry-all utility bag. Boom. And phone. Need the phone. And headphones. Ooh. Buzz. Need headphones. Just gonna literally ungracefully wrap them around my neck. Cool. That works. And probably should bring the camera case too for when I turn this off. See, I'm getting ready to go as I'm going. Practical. Okay, more bag check. I'm not going to turn the light on because I'm just going to have to turn it off again in a second, so deal with the blurry. Very heavy laundry bag. Laundry has been going all morning. This is annoying me, this lighting. Laundry has been going all morning, and it's just too gray and cold and drizzly on and off to dry out the window, so I have to go to the laundromat. So we're going to the laundromat, and then while it's at the laundromat, I'm going to go to the market, get some fresh food. Actually, I might walk a little bit before that just to up my step count a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do the full hour like I usually do with all this stuff. Sacrifices. But a little is better than nothing. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to put on my jacket. Oh, man. Okay, put you here. Here we go. Jacket. Rain jacket. Because I just don't trust it not to rain, at least a little bit. And yes, I still have my hair up in a bun, so if I do have to put my hood up, I'm gonna look like a total weirdo. It is. Okay, bags back on the shoulder. Ugh. And then last bag check is garbage. Okay. Blurry. I swear to God. Let's go to the laundromat. As I hit record, a bug literally just tried to fly up my nose. That's really cute, right? I'm stopping here because I like can you see it? The mural wall behind me? It's pretty. In any case, I have dropped my laundry off, set it for 40 minutes. The guy asked me why I was setting it for 40 minutes. Like, because there's a lot of shit in there. Sheets take a while, like that. And then have now just decided to walk around the block a couple of times to kill time and to add steps. Excuse me, sir, your car is not a race car. You do not need to be revving in a residential. Actually, nobody needs to be revving in a residential. And then, after I go around the block a couple of times, I will go to the market, pick up some fresh produce. I really hope they have more cherries. I finished my cherries last night. And then we'll go pick up the laundry and head back. It's like a weird, gray, not really fun weather today, so I'm not too sad to not be out and about for a lot of it. But it's good to have fresh air, I guess. Also, this new mural, they've only just added this, I think, and it makes me laugh a lot. I'm not even sure I understand all of it, but it makes me laugh a lot. And then here's the rest of the mural wall, if you wanted some more detail. It goes all the way down to the next intersection. But obviously, I can't show you all of that from here. Believe me, it's really nice. I like it. Here's another thing that I really like about this neighborhood, and I've been seeing it all over Paris, but I've been spending most of my time in my neighborhood. These things This says, by the way, hang on. This means my skirt is not an invitation. Uh, and there's like these women's solidarity, anti-assault, anti-rape things that are just being posted up everywhere. Should maybe not be in the middle of the street. I was standing on like that little divider thing, but probably not safe. And a car just drove by me and went, woohoo! Uh, okay, so subtlety. Um, this one also, you can see that the bottom has been ripped off. Where is it? This one. It says, I need my sisters for the revolution. Revolution has been ripped off at the bottom, obviously, but I think that's really cool. And then this one, I don't know what it says. It's been too ripped off. That's kind of the thing that I've been noticing is people will put up signs like that. Like a piece of 8x11 paper has a letter on it, and it says like horrible, horrible, traumatizing things like she said no, he killed her, or she was 11, or things like that. Just bits and pieces of stories and very like traumatic narratives to raise awareness, obviously, and remind that it's not necessarily getting better, and even in confinement, it's getting worse. And then people will start tearing them down, out of patriarchal rage, or maybe the weather will destroy it or something, and then just see a new one pop up. There's definitely a movement of, I assume, mostly women, if not all women, continuing this campaign. In my neighborhood, for sure. I think in the rest of Paris. In the rest of France, I'm not aware, but although, sorry if there's noise in the background, although it's painful and hurtful and depressing and sad and infuriating to know that these things are still happening, just knowing that people are not keeping silent about it anymore is huge. And it's not like the global issue of the moment, but activism is, what's the word, intersectional. Because obviously Black, Indigenous, people of color, women of color are victims, across the board, pretty much more than white women. These are important things that we need to talk about. My big thing right now is voter suppression. I'm furious about it. Oh, there's a snail on the sleeve here. Hello, buddy. Anyway, just noticed him. Hello, Samuel. Yeah, voter suppression is really scaring me right now, because the only way that we can start making real effective change on a realistic scale is to get people in public office who give a shit. And right now that's not necessarily the case and not necessarily possible. And I'm really pissed off about it. And I'm going to stop recording because I'm going to start ranting, and people are going to get really confused about why someone is ranting in the middle of the street in front of a camera in a language that isn't French. I don't need that kind of attention right now. My face is red because I was just running around for an hour. Sorry, Mom, I'm recapping. Running around for an hour, walking, groceries, laundry. Some of my laundry wasn't dry yet, so I had to bring the stuff that was done back to the apartment, go back to the laundromat, get the rest of the stuff that had finished drying, come back here. So my face is a little bit peachy, a little bit cute. And then I called my dear darling mother. Say hi, Mom.
Hello.
And we're going to do trivia together because that's the only thing you and I do together on camera right now. Because we don't live in the same place, obviously. We can't do very much. But you were telling me a story about why you like doing trivia so much, and I want you to repeat it so that we can have it on the record. So whenever you want.
Okay, well, when I was little, my dad was sick and he became more and more disabled to the point where he really couldn't work anymore, and he was used a wheelchair to get around. And I want to say it was about third grade, maybe, when he was home full time and my mom was working, and so he took on some of the kid minding responsibilities, like he would make lunch and stuff. And I have a very strong memory, or many memories, of being in the TV room with Dad, watching his favorite TV shows, which were mostly game shows, Jeopardy, and a show at the time called the Who, What, or Where game. And he would sit in his chair close to the TV, and I was on the sofa behind him, and he was trying to play to beat the contestant on TV. And I strongly remember sitting on the sofa, and a question would come up, and he would answer faster than the contestant. And when it was right, he would turn around and grin at me, see how smart I am. So then, as we grew older, it became not only a contest to beat the person who is on TV playing the game, but to beat Dad and to see if we could pull it off. And that is why we are all, I and my siblings, trivia nerds because we used to play with Dad.
And you passed that down to me, even though I never met him, because he died. You were 19, I think, when he died?
I was.
Yeah. So I never met him, but I love these kinds of stories about him. And I think I see it most in your brother Michael.
Yeah. Well, the two of us, we're only 15 months apart.
Yeah.
So, actually, the three, it used to be the three, Michael, Kevin, and me, who were often lumped together. I don't know that Kevin was so much in the room with the trivia stuff. Michael definitely was.
I totally have a picture of all of the siblings on my phone somewhere, because I thought it was so cute. I had it as my background for a while.
Yeah, the little beanies.
The little beans. Let me see if I can find it again. And actually, no, I'll put it up on the screen now. And that's one of our Thanksgiving traditions when I was home, was after the meal and after the dishes were done, which I never had to do because I always helped cook. Ha ha. We always used to play trivia with the family, and I always made sure that there was an opera game in there for Grandma to play.
That's nice.
And then Michael always had to do 2 or 3 like history ones, and he was big on the 60s and on World War II. That one I remember a lot. But in any case, today is Friday Brainbusters to point you to the weekend. No theme today, just go, go, go. Are you ready?
Yes, I ever am.
Okay. Number 1, of the official breeds recognized by the American Kennel Club, which comes last alphabetically?
Something with a W.
That's what I was thinking. Or what about Yorkshire?
Is there a Y?
Yorkshire?
Is there a Y?
Yorkshire Terrier? Is that a thing?
Yorkshire Terrier. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah?
I like it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go for that. Number 2, Sandy Koufax, I think it's Koufax, Koufax, is the only pitcher to throw a so-called immaculate inning on 3 separate occasions. What is the definition of an immaculate inning?
9 strikes.
Yeah, when the batter strikes out completely, doesn't even get off home plate. Is that
right?
Yeah.
No balls.
No walks.
Right. No bunts.
Mhm. That's what I would think it is. Like, because a perfect game is where the pitcher strikes everyone out throughout the whole game.
A no-hitter.
Yeah, a no-hitter. A perfect game is a no-hitter. So I think if you have a perfect game, it's comprised of 9 innings, 9 immaculate innings, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. If we know anything about baseball.
No, because a no-hitter means if the guy hits the ball and it's caught, it's out. So that doesn't register as a hit.
Okay. Okay, so that's different. Yeah, I think a perfect game is even stricter than that. It's like the batter doesn't even touch it, or it's always out of... I think it's always like if the batter doesn't get off home plate, it's considered part of the perfect game. Right? Daddy needs to be here. He's the one who has all of the definitive answers.
Yeah. Okay, now I have a story here. It's short, I promise. When I was in high school, we had to take gym class mandatory, where you can't really grade people based on athletic prowess, parentheses, lack thereof, close parentheses. So the way that we were graded in gym was the rules of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned rules once upon a time.
Heaven help
me if I can remember them.
The single solitary football game that I have watched from beginning to finish was the Super Bowl with the Ravens and the whatever else it was when I was on a gap year. And you and I watched it together, and I said straight up, I don't know what's going on here. And you knew, because you said, I learned football rules in high school, and I'm from Wisconsin, and you have to.
And I'm alive in the land of NFL.
Yeah, so you explained the basics to me, because otherwise I would have just been like, but why do they have to run yards and then stop and wait 5 minutes? I still don't understand that part, to be fair. Anyway, number 3. I think we've got immaculate inning. Number 3, Maria Tallchief, that sounds like an indigenous name, was the first prima ballerina in the U.S. whose skill and passion inspired what choreographer and co-founder of the New York City Ballet?
Melvin Ailey
That's,
got his own company.
yeah.
Tall chief.
A choreographer and co-founder of the New York City Ballet. Honestly, my brain went immediately to that scene from The Birdcage where Robin Williams is just like, Twyla, Twyla.
Yeah, Twyla Tharp, she had her own company. Balanchine?
Balanchine? Or, no, it wouldn't have been, who's the one that they made a movie about? He did, like, Cabaret. They did a movie about him in the 70s.
Oh, I don't think...
He's not ballet, though. He's more modern.
No.
But what's his name? I'm blanking on it.
Yeah, I know who you mean, though. Very stylized.
Lots of, like swappy movement and then, like, contracted backs. Like, hunched forward. Did he do Cats? No.
All that jazz is about his life.
Yeah.
Married to Gwen. Gwen. Yeah.
Oh my god, what's his name? Oh, this is driving me crazy. Can I look that up? That's not part of the trivia question, I think. Can I Google it?
Yeah.
Okay, all that jazz. Bob Fosse.
That's it. Fosse.
Yeah. Yeah. Madonna, but you keep it all inside. That's a great scene from Birdcage. Anyway, in number 4, the ballet one. Are we okay with Ballenstein? I genuinely can't think of choreographer and co-founder of the New York City Ballet.
Yeah,
Well. Okay, then, number 4. In the 1899 opera... Oh, man, I wish Grandma were here. In the 1899 opera, A Tale of the Tsar Sultan, a prince is transformed into an insect by a magic swan so that he can travel to see his father. What is the name of the famous song that narrates his journey? Is it Flight of the Bumblebee?
well, wouldn't that be funny? But I didn't know that came from anything other than a piano exercise.
I don't know either. But it's the only classical music song about an insect that I can think of.
That is a really obscure opera.
Yeah. Although, that wouldn't be an opera, is it? That's not a vocal song. It's instrumental.
Correct.
Okay, well, I don't know any opera songs about insects.
Well, you do, but not operatic. Like, you know the rubber tree plant one, and you know about, I'm sure there are tons of songs about butterflies.
Oh, yeah. What's the rubber tree plant?
Because he's got high hopes.
He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky. Hopes. Wait, that's about a bug?
There was a little wee ant tried to move a rubber tree plant.
Oh, do you know what? The only reason I know that song is because it was in a Goofy movie. And the only part of that song that I know is the part that I just sang. By the way, a Goofy movie is so good. It holds up.
I'll trust you.
So the music, at least, holds up. I still sing it in the shower sometimes. Anyway, do we have any idea about this famous bug song from an opera?
I have no idea about a famous bug song.
No. Okay, what I'm gonna...
Any love song, famous or not.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy and paste this one and send it to Grandma and see if she knows the answer later. Because I'm just tickled by the premise. Okay, question 5. Today is June 12th. It is, sometimes they get the date wrong, but that is correct. On this day in 1843, Scottish astronomer Sir David Gill was born. He and his wife, Isabel Black, determined the distances of the sun and other stars using a heliometer and what type of measurement, which is the difference in direction of a celestial object as seen by an observer from two widely separated points.
Okay, so a heliometer to pick it up from there.
Okay, the tool that they used was a heliometer, and then they measured with a particular kind of measurement, which is the difference in direction of a celestial object as seen by an observer from two widely separated points.
Wow, how clever.
So does that mean that they have one person standing in one location and the other person standing quite far away, and they both take a degree of the location of that thing and then use math to calculate how far away it actually is? Have I completely misunderstood that?
That sounds like a reasonable, yeah.
Oh, so proud.
How interesting.
Um,
Like one is in an observatory in Southern California and one is in an observatory in Hawaii.
Possibly, except in 1843, I doubt that an astronomer went to Hawaii. Like, it's not outside the field of possibility, but at the very least, I doubt there would be an astronomical center in late 1800s Hawaii. Anyway,
Yeah.
so what's a kind of measurement? Because the only one that I can think of right now is light year, and I feel like that's more sci-fi than actual sci.
Actually, that's a real thing.
But I think I don't think it was, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's also, like, measuring planetary distance. But I can't think of what the term is.
Nor can I. There are 2 questions where we could really have used Baba's help. Why does he have to work a 9 to 5? Okay, shall I Google?
Yeah.
Okay. Just proof that there is a dog whose name begins with X, a single dog, WXY, and there are more underneath. The 3,000-year-old, pronounced Xoloitzcuintli, an Aztec dog. That is fancy. The dog itself, I don't like to see the nipples on an official American Kennel Club picture. Like, I know they exist. Don't hide the nipple or anything. Free the nipple, but also, I'm uncomfortable. I have the answers. Parallax is the measurement, which is the difference in direction of a celestial object as seen by an observer from two widely separated points. Wikipedia says, from ancient Greek, parallaxis, meaning alternation, is a displacement or difference in the apparent position of an object viewed along two different lines of sight, and is measured by the angle or semi-angle of inclination between those two lines. Okie dokie. That sounds like a unit that I would have done in, like, geometry or something and then never thought about again. Like 10th grade geometry and then just gone. Okay, I'm going... Okay, so that was the last one. I'm going back to the American Kennel Club. It was the Yorkshire Terrier!
Yay!
Got it! Got it. Sandy Koufax is the only pitcher to throw an immaculate inning, which we definitely got that one. It is oh wait, what was the... Hold on, I've now got to go back to the thingy. It is... When a pitcher strikes out all 3 batters he faces in one inning using the minimum possible number of pitches, 9, which is exactly what you said. Maybe not those exact
Yay.
words. Maria Tallchief was the prima ballerina who inspired Balanchine.
Yay.
Yay, I'm glad you knew that because I did not know that. In the 1899 opera, this is the one I'm ending on, a prince is transformed into an insect by a magic swan so he can travel to see his father. The name of the song is The Flight of the Bumblebee.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I'm tooting my horn a little bit for that one.
I'll never hear that song in the same way again.
Right? Because I kept singing like Magic Swan, but it has nothing to do with Swan Lake. I kept getting reverted back to Swan Lake when I was trying to find that one.
Yeah.
But we got Yorkshire, we got Immaculate Inning, we got Balanchine, and we got Flight of the Bumblebee. Mom, I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of you too.
Us? You got Balanchine? I was not going to get that one. I don't know ballet choreographers that well. I like the new ones. I like Alvin Ailey.
Okay.
Anyway, good for us. 4 out of 5.
Yay.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar dripping. Watermelon sugar. Mmm. This is very dumb, but I just wanted to show off that I have watermelon. I have more, but it's balancing on my lap. And here it is. That was so unsuccessful. Whoops. Also, my bed is stripped because I washed all my sheets and I haven't put them back yet because I wanted to have watermelon first and talk with my mom. So sue me. They're over there. With all the other laundry that needs to be put away. I'll get to it. Should I just sleep literally in the middle of my room and have more balance there? Like, not be pushed up against the wall and just give myself the tiniest little pathway into my kitchen. But then, like, fill this space here with, like, a side table and, like, a bookshelf? Probably not. Also, I know that there are these the blue marks here. They're from my pillows. They're on my list. I know. Here's an update for you. I haven't dealt with most of my laundry yet, but I did make my bed. It's back to normal. In fact, it's made. I made my bed. I didn't even like resheet it. I put the rest of it together. Condition the sink. Yeah. And I will get to the rest of the laundry tonight. But I don't know. My watch will not. Flare there. My watch will not charge. I've got it plugged in right now. It's been plugged in for 3 days straight. It will not turn on. It's annoying me. So I don't know what time it is based off my wrist, but I did look at the clock a little while ago and it's like 10 to 10 or something. So it's still a little bit light out and I just want to go out before it's super dark. Let's see, what's my step count for today? Because obviously I didn't get the full amount that I usually get on my first outing. So, my step count is 5799. This will not do.
Please. Yeah.
Okay, Dad, say hi to the vlog.
Hello, blog.
You say blog. It's not a blog, it's a vlog.
A vlog?
Like a video vlog. Video.
Vlog. No, I'm sticking with blog. I'm gonna stay stuck in the 80s.
Alright, you stay in your wrongness. That's fine.
Stay in my wrongness, but I'm comfortable there. Why would I do anything different?
You're like every white man ever. Oh!
Wow, okay.
Okay, so Dad and I just got back from my evening walk. I'll go to a different place in the apartment. And we had an experience together, didn't we, Baba?
Yes, we did.
You wanna recap what you experienced of it?
Well, I heard a lot of weird phone noise, and I heard a man's voice talking to my daughter, and the conversation was kind of, he
wanted to go one way, and obviously was going to go another way, and he was trying to save the effort of trying to, I don't know, start a conversation with you, and it was pretty darn awkward. And here I am, thousands of miles away, and I'm feeling it.
So, okay, just to flesh out this very well told story, Dad and I were just like out on a walk, and I've got a pair of headphones that has a microphone in it, so I'm not holding the phone next to my ear when I'm talking. I'm just kind of walking down the street and my phone's in my pocket. So this guy sitting at a bar, an outdoor bar, like on my street, heard me speaking English and kind of follows me down the street going like, excuse me, hi, excuse me, excuse me. And I was like, what, do you want directions or something? Like, what's happening? And he goes, I think I know you. I was like, I don't know you. He goes, no, your name's Carrie, Carrie. And I was like, no, and I was really, really concentrating on not confirming. I was not going to be like, oh yeah, close. Because that's just...
See, I didn't know that.
I intentionally didn't tell him my name, because I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, maybe you do. Because I didn't want to be like Kiara, and he'll go, that's it, Kiara. I was like, no, I'm not going to...
Exactly.
I'm not going to help you with this, and I can tell that I'm anxious because I'm like swaying a bunch right now as I'm filming this. And then he goes like, I swear I've met you before from somewhere, and I was just like, I don't know who you are. I'm really sorry, like, you seem nice, but I don't know who you are, so I can't, whatever. And he was like, well, maybe we could get to know each other. And I was like, no, I'm gonna let you get back to your Friday night. And he was like, oh, you could come join. No, I'm gonna let you get back to your Friday night. And it was just...
Wow, this could have been totally a scam artist, right?
But how would he know my name?
Yeah, but he didn't. Did he really know it, or?
I mean, Carrie is not a common French name.
Yeah.
And he was so sure that was almost my name. And I'm thinking, like, did you come and take, like, a language test at my school? Like, did I have no idea what this...
You overheard someone say your name, and he planted it in the back of his head in case he ever needed to utilize that back so he could scam you.
If that's true, that would be from genuinely at least 4 months ago, because that's when the last possible time that he could have heard someone saying my name in the street.
Holy cow, this is an example of how a pandemic can really screw you up.
This is so weird, because there was another time a while ago, a couple of years ago, where I got a text message from this phone number that I didn't know, and it was this guy saying, hi, Kiara, how are you? I was like, sorry, who is this? Don't recognize this number. And he goes, oh, we met at the Sorbonne, which is where I used to teach. And I said, like, did we? He goes like, yeah, we met there a couple months ago. And I was like, I haven't been there in over a year. And this was after I'd left there. My contract finished. So I was like, I don't think that's me. I think you're thinking of someone else. And he was like, no, for sure. Like, I was sitting in my car. You came, like, out of the front of the building. And we just, like, talked for a while. And then we exchanged numbers. And I was like, I've never done that outside of the Sorbonne. Like, I don't know what you're doing right now. And he was like, oh, well, you don't remember me, but that's fine. We can get to know each other. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't know you. And, like, then the weirder part is that he started texting me from a different phone number. And his name, he changed the way he spelled his name. It was like, he originally said that his name was, I actually don't remember what it was that he said. It was like Kamal or something from the first phone number, and then the second phone number it was Kamel or something. So he like spelled it slightly differently from it. And I was like, why are you using a different phone number now? And he goes, oh, that was my work phone. Now I'm using my personal phone. And I was like, well, I don't want either of them to be contacting me. Thanks. And he goes, oh, come on. And then at like 1 a.m, he started calling me, being like, hey, can I come over? Hey, can I come over? And I was like, absolutely not. You cannot. You may not come over. I don't want you anywhere near me. I don't want you to talk to me again. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So I finally answered the phone, gave it to the guy that I was dating at the time, and I was like, tell him no. And then I hate that I had to resort to a man doing my fighting for me. I am a 21st century feminist, not a TERF. I try to be inclusive as possible. I was like, I'm trying to say no to you, and I do not like that you are not taking my no for an answer. And that you had to go to another man to have authority over me.
Yeah.
Did not like that. I mean, I don't think that this guy down in the street just there was doing that. I think he genuinely thought that he knew me. And maybe we did meet at some point, and I just have no idea who he is. But, like...
No, the whole thing sounds a little shady to me.
Yeah, it's shady, because when I tell you I don't know who you are, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give in to you. Like, he genuinely did look like a nice guy. I was like, if you were a student of mine, I feel like we could have a laugh. But, no, this is not the way to do it.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, once someone tells you, I don't know you, usually, I guess I'm going to guess that the person who initiated that conversation would back off a little bit, and he didn't. He was pretty aggressive.
So he wasn't aggressive, like, taking steps closer and closer to me.
Right, not physically aggressive. Right?
Yeah. It was just, he was so sure that he knew me. And I was so sure that I don't know him. Just, how did he know my name? It's so strange.
He didn't say it exactly right, though.
No, he didn't say it right. He was saying Kari, Kari, Kiri, or something.
Yeah, maybe he managed to look through your mail or something.
Thanks. Oh, I really don't like that idea. Anyway, I'm changing the topic because I'm getting really wigged out. Dad, what do you think my step count is?
Well, you're at 7,000, so I'm guessing you're pretty close to 10,000.
I'm at 11,065.
See, that's because I'm a good conversationalist. In my head.
In your head. Yeah.
In my head. That's how you got so many steps.
Yeah, that's true. You kept me out longer. Yeah. So, with that in mind, I'm going to end this vlog here and try my best not to think about that interaction that just happened.
Yes, right.
Good night.